Hey guys, now I'm a little behind on videos. What else is new? But main reason for that is 5th edition Handbook came out. My group of gamers are going through it. We've built some characters. We're going to test the mechanics out, see what we think of it, and I'm actually going to wait to film videos until after that session so I can actually make a unbiased assessment of 5th edition. I've skimmed through the player's handbook and I found some issues that I have with it, and I've found some things that I like about it. I've built a paladin. I rolled up a paladin, and I kind of like the way things work for paladins now. It's easier to do your armor class. It's not as much math. It's really streamlined. The combat seems to be geared towards speed. It's not quite as fast as 2nd edition was, but it's not as clunky as 3rd tended to be for longer encounters, and it's not as MMO-ish as 4th edition. It's really, they've trimmed a lot of fat out, and they seem to have cherry-picked the good things from earlier editions. I was in on some of the playtesting, and you never really knew what they were doing when they would release the modules, and I dropped out and dropped back in, and it was just really hard to keep up with the emails sometimes. But I'm seeing a lot of things from 3rd edition that made it back in. I'm seeing some things from 5th edition that came back. The races have normalized again. There's Dragonborn and Tiefling have become standard accepted starter races. Elves are elves again. Spells are a little weird, and I'll get into that after the session and when I get into spell casting classes in the character overviews. But for the most part, things are interesting. Now, like I was saying, I don't want to say anything specific until we actually get the games played and I have some time to process the information. There's a lot of new mechanics. There's a lot of new skills. There's a lot of new things that are so different from what I'm used to in Pathfinder and 3rd edition D&D. The only thing I really want to say is the artwork in 5th edition's handbook is jarring. It is just so disjointed. It's 3 different styles. You've got an ultra-modern style with sharp focus and nice bright lines, which is good. Then you've got some older styles with soft focus, gentle lines, which are reminiscent of older editions arts. And then you have this. Do you know what this is? That's a halfling. That's a halfling. So, what the hell? This is what I grew up with as a halfling. Actually, this specifically was my first view of a halfling. The Rankin Bass Hobbit. Which, if you've never seen it, find it. Rent it. It's on iTunes. It's on Amazon. It's worth the couple of bucks you pay for it. It's not 100% faithful to the book, but it is a lot better than some of the things that came later. And so far, the Peter Jackson movies are doing a good job of staying faithful to the book. This isn't. This is not a hobbit. This is not a halfling. This is some weird, twisted shit. The kids from Code Lyoko had better proportions than this. That's just wrong. It's just. But I will be getting to the class overview with the Barbarian. I am scripting that out. I'm actually going to be working in conjunction with some friends of mine on that one. And I will have that up as soon as possible. But in the meantime, I am getting ready to do the character class overviews. And I am going to be doing a Q&A session. So if you have questions, if you have something you want me to go over, please submit your questions down in the comments below here to the email address at the website. Go, check these things out. Please, please, please subscribe. Pass these links around. If you don't want to subscribe, send the link to somebody who might like these videos. Official sponsor, if only.